This is Anam Yusuf from 11th Standard, and today I'm going to throw some light on Global Forgiveness Day. Global Forgiveness Day is observed on 7th July. It's a day to forgive and a day to be forgiven. It was created in 1994 by the Christian Embassy of Christ's Ambassadors. Studies show that people who forgive are happier and healthier than those who hold resentments. Forgiveness is the renunciation or cessation of resentment, indignation, or anger as a result of a perceived offense, disagreement, or mistake, or ceasing to demand punishment or restitution. The concept and benefits of forgiveness have been explored in religious thought, the social science, and medicine. In most contexts, forgiveness is granted without any expectation of restorative justice and without any response on the part of the offender. In practical terms, it may be necessary for the offender to offer some form of acknowledgement, an apology, or even just ask for forgiveness in order for the wronged person to believe himself able to forgive. Most world religions include teachings on the nature of forgiveness, and many of these teachings provide an underlying basis for many varying modern-day traditions and practices of forgiveness. Some religious doctrines and philosophies place greater emphasis on the need of humans to find some sort of divine forgiveness for their own shortcomings. It's important to remember that we can create our own day of forgiveness whenever it works for us. If anger is holding us back from letting go and moving on, consider choosing a day to focus on forgiveness. All I want to say is, let's take a pledge on this global day of forgiveness to forgive those who have hurt us and to seek forgiveness from those whom we have hurt. Well, that's all from my side. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Seher Rashid and I am the student of class 11D at Government Girls Higher Secondary, Kothibagh. Today I have to deliver a speech on Global Forgiveness Day. It's a hotly debated topic and is often discussed yet rarely understood. I'm sorry, please forgive me are some phrases we use or hear now and then, out of which some are successful while some are not. First of all, it's worth considering that Global Forgiveness Day is a day to forgive and be forgiven. As rightly said by Mahatma Gandhi, the weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. To be able to forgive someone is difficult, but if you can, you are strong. Forgiveness is the best form of love. It takes a strong person to say sorry and an even stronger person to forgive. If you want to forgive or be forgiven, then the time is now. Another factor to consider is that we think that forgiveness is weakness, but it's absolutely not. It takes a very strong person to forgive. Lastly, forgiveness is the virtue of a brave. The weak can never forgive. It's an expression of love, and in return, you will receive untold peace and happiness. Forgiveness is not something we do for other people, we do it for ourselves to get satisfied and move on. If we really want to love, we must learn how to forgive. In this day and age, forgiving a person doesn't mean that you are a fool to trust them. Forgiving means you are strong enough to take the risk of trusting them again in order to show them the right path. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Bilkis Maqbool from class 11D, and on this eve of Global Forgiveness Day, I would like to speak about forgiveness. Forgive others not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. We all know that forgiveness is a 11-letter word. Well, Elizabeth the Great writer said that forgiveness is just a 4-letter word. Just a 4-letter word. That is L-O-V-E, love. The very nature of we human beings is to get angry. We feel resentful when someone harms us, right? Well, I would say that forgiveness is forgetting the past and starting on with a clean state. Forgiveness is like taking out the knife out of your back which someone has poked you with, and you are not using that knife to harm anyone else. no matter how badly they have hurt you. Today, I would like to emphasize on two aspects of forgiveness, only two. First one is why can't some people forgive, and the second one is power of forgiveness. Moving on to first reason, we think that we do not get apology. We say he didn't apologize, she didn't apologize. We always expect people to come and ask sorry to us. But it's our memory, not theirs. People have very different versions of forgiveness. Second one is that it is because they lack the ingredient of forgiveness within them. Third is that we do not understand the difference between weakness and wickedness. If a person hurts you, he or she might be weak, not wicked. We all have weaknesses, we are not perfect, we are not strong people. We all are capable of hurting someone. When we are eager to receive forgiveness by someone, why aren't we willing to give forgiveness to someone? When I tell you to forgive, you must forgive, you must forgive, you must forgive. You might ask me, then what do we do to those people who hurted a woman? What do we do to those people who harassed a girl? What do we do to those people who killed thousands of men? Should I forgive them? When we complain to the police, is that forgiveness? No, that is not forgiveness. We have a misconception about forgiveness actually. When you complain to police, you are not complaining about the person, you are complaining about the person's particular act. So, moving on to second aspect, power of forgiveness. I believe there are three major powers gained when you forgive someone. And the main power is that you lead a healthy and happy life. You are right, it's about you. When you forgive someone, you are healing yourself, your mind, body, and your soul. Second one is that when you forgive someone, you're coming out of their control and you stop being their victim. Third power, I think, is when you forgive someone, you come out of the emotions of anger, depression, and sadness. We have brains, but we lack a heart. It takes a lot of power to forgive someone. Forgiving someone is really powerful and a blessing. At last, I, Bilkis Makbul, as a youngster, as a human being, I just have a very small advice towards all of you. I know we all have been hurt in life, we all have grudges in life. Forgive them, just forgive them. Not because they deserve your forgiveness, not because you asked for their forgiveness, but you cannot move on without forgiving a person. Forgiveness is a gift from you to yourself. Thank you so much.